What I will say is hello and welcome to the Geek Battle show here on the Extreme Improv Extremes YouTube channel, as well as the Geek Battle YouTube channel. If you haven't done so already, take a moment to smash the subscribe button because we're going to have all kinds of geeky stuff that we're going to be talking about today. Now, we may have some people joining us. We just had someone having technical, everyone's had technical issues at the moment, so this will be a flowing environment of people coming in and out of the show, I am sure. But there's all kinds of stuff that's going on this week, guys. I have seen leaked footage from Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four, so we can discuss some of that. And I don't think it's out today, unless just third week in a row Dev says that he's already seen the new Alien movie, but I will be seeing that tomorrow. And there's going to be all kinds of stuff, I'm sure. But say hello to the people, Dev.
Hello, I'm Dev, and that's it. My geeky recommendation this week, just to be annoying, is Borderlands.
Yes, I was going to discuss this as well.
Dislike people. But yeah, Borderlands was interesting.
Was interesting. Okay, I look forward to getting into that, because yours, from what I gather, may be the only opinion on it that exists out there, because from what I gather, it has massively flopped so far. Like, literally, no one went to see it, apparently.
Yeah, nobody went to see it. And there's one very, very funny opinion out there that I'm going to share in the show. I'll share it later in the show.
Okay, cool. Dave, say hello to the people.
Hello to the people. I am Dave MC, and I have a geek fact.
There you go.
Dev, whichever one it is. I have a geek fact about one of my favourite Marvel characters, the Ghost Rider. The Ghost Rider, I know why he's not in the MCU, because he's way too overpowered for the MCU. As I found a fact that his motorcycle, the Ghost Rider, he's so fast he can outrun Thor's hammer, the same hammer that can cross to the end of the universe and come back again in under a minute.
Wait, okay, so there's a lot to unpack here. So, first of all, you're saying that Ghost Rider isn't in the MCU?
He's not in the MCU. Despite what Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. says, he's not in the MCU.
Okay, fine, so there's that. The reason he's not in it is because he's too overpowered.
I believe that the Ghost Rider is too overpowered, on a cosmic level of overpowered.
Okay, outside of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I've seen both Nicolas Cage movies, and I don't really remember them. What makes him so overpowered compared to any of the others?
Well, it's actually Johnny Blaze's Ghost Rider that is the most powerful. So we know that the Ghost Rider was an angel named Zarathos. Johnny Blaze is like an inhibitor to stop Zarathos going completely out of control.
Yeah.
He fought Mephisto in a battle, and Mephisto and Galactus had a battle on a cosmic scale that shocked the entire universe. And as I said, during an event where Ghost Rider fought the X-Men, the Avengers went after him. Thor threw his hammer, and Ghost Rider outran the hammer. He outsped the hammer, which can cross to the universe and back in under a minute.
Wow. Okay, so I didn't even know this about Thor's hammer, because, we've never seen it be that fast in the MCU.
Not in the MCU, no, but in the comics, it can be that. It can go that fast.
But, David, there's a caveat. The hammer can only go that fast when Odin throws it, not Thor.
It was Thor that threw it. Either way, whoever's throwing the hammer, he outsped it. He can outride it.
No, but the galaxy, the universe in a minute thing is Odin, not Thor.
Whoever throws it doesn't matter. The Ghost Rider can still outrun it.
Okay. Look, well, who else? Wait. So you're saying that Thor's hammer? Never mind Ghost Rider. So you've got Quicksilver, and I'm trying to think who else is fast. And Ghost Rider, does he have to be on his motorbike?
He has to be on his Hell Cycle.
So technically, his motorbike is the fastest thing.
It's still Ghost Rider, though.
Yeah. That's like saying, oh, Batman, he's really slow, but his Batmobile's fast. So no, that is fascinating. Worth some bonus points, I'm sure. And we're lucky that we've got bonus points working. Like Dave, you'll have definitely like missed this entirely. But like I've had so many computer issues. Like I literally have a new monitor on my laptop arriving tomorrow. I've got to dismantle it again. Like if you didn't see this from last week, here is the front of my laptop. It's like it's all just crazy, you know. So, but I am able to assign points at least. Tim is returning. Let's see.
Going on.
Let's think some Tim thoughts, and Tim will
Potatoes.
Can you hear us? Yes,
Hello.
potatoes. Hello, Tim. Can you hear us?
Sorry, guys. I guess I'm missing out on tonight. I can't hear you.
No worries, Tim. Well, Tim's the winner of the show tonight for his contributions. Now, I'm sure there's stuff that we like need to discuss and everything, but the thing, like I mentioned, I'll ask you guys if you've seen it, or like we can like perhaps find some screenshots. I don't want to get into copyright jail, but like full trailers for Thunderbolts, or like the footage they've got at the moment, and like the preview footage of Fantastic Four has leaked. Have either of you seen it?
David, I wouldn't even show shots of that.
Yeah,
they're literally really cracking down.
yeah, no, that's what I mean. I won't even find the screenshots though.
Yeah, I haven't. That's news to me. You saying it just then, I didn't even know there was any leaked footage or photos or anything for Fantastic Four or Thunderbolts.
Well, so here's the thing. So obviously there is like a few weeks ago there was Comic-Con. They like do announcements and stuff like this. Then there is like
D23,
and they always like have stuff between these events where they'll show the attendees but not show the rest of the internet, which to me I feel like is outdated and they need to get rid of that.
Yeah.
Unless they want it to be, or we want bits.
I can explain that.
Go for it.
The conventions pay extra to have exclusive footage at conventions, so people come.
Yeah, but look. Well, okay, so the conventions might be funding it, but for this to have been like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and stuff to be leaking out, is well, of course it's going to leak out, and then people get a bit excited, but there's also the chance that you'll see something and you might have a negative perception of it. It's always better if you can be in control of what you're putting out there. But yeah, so Thunderbolts looks all right. It looks kind of like the Black Widow movie meets like the Captain America, well, Falcon and the Winter Soldier series. So it looks like threads from both of those are coming together. Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp is going to be in it as well. And so obviously they're going to be it's going to be this team up. Wyatt Russell as US agent is going to be in it. So it's like, and that's one thing I find weird. I'm not sure of the release date timings for when Thunderbolts is coming out compared to Captain America 4. But there's going to be a new movie. Like, if Thunderbolts is out first, there's going to be a new movie with another new Captain America in, is what a lot of people out there are going to understand.
No, we're good. We're good. Captain America New World Order is February, and Thunderbolts is May.
Okay, so cool. And here comes Cap. We'll get him in on this as well. Capel Fave, hello. Boo.
What's up, docs? And I'm here to give you one message and one message only. The Gambit hype is real.
So Cap, since last week. Wait, Dave, have you seen Deadpool and Wolverine?
No, I haven't seen Deadpool at all. I didn't go to the cinema and watch it twice.
Okay, cool. Good. Well, then we're in safe company. Capel Fave finally broke his rule and actually saw a movie rather than just the meme. So
holy shit!
Yeah.
You know what? It took Henry Cavill to do it.
Dave!
Right, okay, it's happened. Henry Cavill in traffic. I need to have the cavalry on this as well.
You need to put the cavalry on now.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
There he is.
So yeah, Cap, we were just saying that there's been leaked footage of Fantastic Four First Steps, the MCU Fantastic Four movie, And I can say little things about it unless, like, surely I can talk without it.
Yeah, you can talk about it. You can't show it. Anything.
Galactus. Sorry, I just hiccuped. Right.
Oh, you're fucking joking!
Right. But they've shown a little bit of footage to tease this, and also they're going with like an unusual look for it, which people think is a little bit of a bait and switch
Again?
The trailer. Right. So the trailer.
I want to look this up.
Yeah. Look it up. I won't share it in case we get struck. But so Thunderbolt and Fantastic Four have had footage leak. I think with all of the goodwill and everything about Deadpool and Wolverine, and also I think even though there's a bit perhaps slightly mixed reaction, I think mostly positive feelings towards Robert Downey Jr. coming back, even if he's playing Doctor Doom. I think they should like try to ride the wave and say, "Hey, look, here's some trailers for what's coming next." Because, like, have we seen any trailers for anything MCU, like other than leaks footage that isn't out yet?
Yeah, Daredevil and
like not TV shows, but yeah, I guess the TV shows.
Captain America had footage like
only
this.
Captain America.
Oh yeah, you are right. We have seen Captain America: Brave New World with Red Hulk, but yeah, like I think they need to keep the flow of interest going.
Do you know? Okay, so do you know why there's so little footage? And
well, it's because they
have no plan. They're scared shitless.
They've cancelled everything. Like,
yeah,
Blade's gone. Eternals 2 is gone.
Wait, is Blade confirmed gone? Or because I've heard the rumours too. But
okay, it's not confirmed. But what they're doing is they've obviously told someone, Deadpool, that it's happening. So he's trying to get campaign going for Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes, yeah, absolutely.
Why wouldn't you use Wesley Snipes?
Well, exactly.
He's
the
still
reason
going.
I can say not to use Wesley Snipes is obviously he hasn't got like a long term. They can't think, oh, we're gonna. Even though the character was like from like 98 to 2005, 2006, whenever it was, it's like they can't bring him in now thinking, well, we're going to get a new trilogy over the next 10 years because I think he's in his 60s. But they can definitely
come with a heavy paycheck.
Go on, Cap. Sorry.
He's going to come with a heavy paycheck.
No, he's not going to come with a huge fee. Wesley Snipes, look, I really like Wesley Snipes, but he must have been really pleased to get the call for that movie.
I have 3 big clues about why we're getting Wesley Snipes back as Blade.
Yeah, go on.
Wesley Snipes, Mahershala Ali's first appearance pre-Blade was going to be Eternals 2.
Ah.
That's gone.
Yeah, Eternals 2.
Ryan Reynolds is a marketing machine. Basically, he is a human ad agency. So, obviously, they're going to tell him first so you can drum up interest like he did with the original Deadpool.
Yeah.
He totally didn't leak. And
what if Deadpool becomes the narrator for Blade movie?
Yeah. And the third, Ryan Reynolds wants a Deadpool and Blade movie where he can play 2 characters.
Wow. Okay, Deadpool and Blade. I think that would be good. I wouldn't have imagined it before. Obviously, to me that was Ryan Reynolds rebuilding bridges with Wesley Snipes rather than that we're desperate for Deadpool and Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would much rather see Deadpool and Spider-Man. Make that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Spider-Man.
Well,
Ryan Reynolds
I saw a picture a few days ago. It was a picture of Spider-Man and Deadpool in a comic book, and with Deadpool sort of mounting behind Spider-Man as he's climbing up a wall, and saying, "I think I saw a video on the internet of this once." And Spider-Man's going, "Wait, there are pictures like this on the internet?" And Deadpool's just replying, "Yeah, we look at 2 different pages of the internet, don't we?"
Also, my third reasoning is, Ryan Reynolds has said, he wants to do an actual 3rd Deadpool movie, and then he also wants to do a series of Deadpool and superhero movies.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh.
Again, guys, I don't know if any of you will know this, but in the 1940s, the hottest box office act in America for like the first half of it was Abbott and Costello, right? And if you've never heard of them, they're famous. Oh shit, it's Nick. 1 second. I'll get to this in a second. Oh shit, it's Nick.
It's Nick!
Hello, Nick.
Hello.
Good. Now, Nick, we'll come to you in a second. We were just in the middle of something quite important. We were talking about
What
Abbott and Costello.
stupid thing did the cat say now?
Oh, nothing. Cap's actually been relatively restrained so far, right? But,
That is real.
guys, say, look, there was Abbott and Costello. Whether you've heard of them or not, they're a comedy duo, and they did a movie after their box office started to wane. They did Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
they
we
were,
did.
they were with Universal Studios, the Universal Monsters. They were like, hey, you're our hottest act. You're starting to go cold. Let's just pair it all up. And it was box office. It was huge. And then after that, the films were never quite as good, but I love them. You suddenly had Abbott and Costello meet the Mummy. Abbott and Costello meet Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Abbott and Costello meet the Invisible Man. And that is what I want for the future of Deadpool. They can do Deadpool 3. They can bring back X-Force if they want. But I would just love it to be, we've had Deadpool and Wolverine. Give me Deadpool and Blade. Give me Deadpool and Spider-Man. And then just give me
Deadpool and Gambit.
Deadpool and Gambit,
Get Gambit back in.
Too soon.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for a long time for this.
Oh, the last one has to be Deadpool and the Human Torch, doesn't it?
Yes.
And he's
No,
like, you
no.
son of a bitch.
The finale. This is the finale. Deadpool and Green Lantern.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah. Oh my god.
Wait, would Ryan Reynolds be playing the same character?
An extra point for
Yes.
Right, okay, so, what I will say is, again, with James Gunn being the Kevin Feige of DC, and who knows how quickly DC will self-destruct on him as well. But I feel like in 10 years' time, when superhero stuff is really like, oh shit, we've tried everything, nothing's working, they're just going to be like, to hell with it, let's just cross over. We're going to have DC, and we might... Unfortunately, Ryan Reynolds, he'll still be doing a voiceover, and there'll be like a younger guy in the suit, just because he's going to be playing this character, and he's just going to be like, I'm not physically capable.
We are getting a DC and Marvel crossover.
Marvel did say that Hugh Jackman's gonna be Wolverine until he's 90.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you know the weird thing is, like, we do say that the superhero stuff will get waned down and we'll get bored of it anyways. We did, but then something good came out, and we were like, yes, more, give us more. So I'm guessing as long as you do good movies, because like I hear a huge complaint about Deadpool and Wolverine is that like if you're not into superheroes, you will not get the references, you will not get the jokes. Who fucking cares? I had a great time watching it. If you don't get it, just go watch other movies and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I was having a conversation with someone about that. We were saying about, has Deadpool saved the Marvel Cinematic Universe? And I had to turn to...
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I turned to this person and went, no, it hasn't saved the MCU. What Deadpool has done is it's continued what it's been doing. You know, what Deadpool is satire. It's Ryan Reynolds stuff, respecting the character, doing what they do, and not really having fun with it more than anything. It's like not trying to make it as part of the cinematic universe. They're just having fun with it. Like I've been saying, stop making these movies interconnected with each other. You need to watch this one to understand that. You didn't need to watch Loki at all to know what the TVA is. You just watch Deadpool. They quickly explain it and then move on from it because it's not about that. And
I do have one reference. Like when that monster comes, like, from Loki season 1, he's still alive.
yeah. It's like they had fun with it, and I think my fear is that the MCU are going to say, it's our big success, but we're still going to keep doing what we've been doing so far, and it's just I feel like they're going to keep doing what they've been doing and not learn from why Deadpool worked and why something like the Eternals didn't work.
But I have to give
one
of the things that I do have to give the one great thing that they did in Deadpool is like they gave us a good villain. I enjoyed this villain. She had fun with the role and she was amazing in that. And she was fun too. Like for more than times they go the villain route. Oh, they're not the bad guy at all. They had something wrong with that. She's a villain. She's a fun villain. Even with the fingers thing, it's kind of creepy, but again, it's cool. So I enjoy it.
Who's getting a phone call?
Me, I gotta go. Sorry.
No worries.
Oh shit!
Hello.
It's a phone call.
Oh shit!
It
Wow,
was
he
me.
literally took a pull into the groin then, didn't he? I gotta go. Ah. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
David, you were asking something before I got.
Oh shit! I don't remember.
So as I was like before, I was gonna say, the first Marvel DC movie will be Deadpool and Deathstroke.
That would be interesting. I just don't know that. Look, Wade
Deathstroke is
Wilson-
not that interesting, unfortunately.
Deathstroke isn't
No.
interesting. Like
Yeah.
Slade.
He's good as a
who's the
villain.
guy- Who's the guy that was so desperate to keep playing Slade Wilson for the
Manu Bennett,
Who?
Joe Montana, or
Yes, that's it. Right, he was so desperate. Like literally, when it came to Justice League, he's like, I'm going to shave my head into a mohawk for like a 5-second scene. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it's not happening. It's not happening.
Although
It's like
Yeah.
someone like Deathstroke is good as a villain, but
Yeah.
he's not good to carry something on his own.
And the thing is, like, he's even as like a bad guy, right? He's a fun he's a fun action bad guy most of
Yeah.
like the stuff they used to in. Not someone you know you can do charismatic and like a cool buddy cop movie with. And I don't even know why the connection is made actually. Because most of the
no,
stuff I
because Cap, what is
Yeah.
Deathstroke's real name?
see- Slade Wilson.
What is Deathstroke's real name?
Ah, Wade Wilson.
Wait, you never
Okay.
knew that? Like
I
it's the
never-
same character design. Like literally. Like let's
David, Cap only went to the cinema to watch Deadpool. He doesn't go outside. You'll scare him.
But the thing is, like, I really don't see the connection between the two as far as I'm seeing the cartoon.
Basically,
The only connection you can really say to them is that they're both mercenaries. They're both contract killers.
They both
have
mercenaries,
healing
They have the most identical names, and they look exactly the same. There's no connection at all. Like,
Deadpool
no-
was a parody of Slade Wilson at the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Okay. Let's show you the image. Oh God, I don't know how to get like full-sized images.
I know how Deathstroke and Deadpool look like, but I'm just saying, as character-wise, they're like different.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, they're like they change on character because you have to change something, otherwise they'd have like it wouldn't have been parody or anything, and it would have been like a complete rip-off.
I mean, and also as far as the Slade goes, right? From what we've seen him in like games and movies, he gets his ass whooped by Batman. Even though he has a slightly healing factor, but he gets his ass whooped by Batman. But if Batman goes against Deadpool, it's gonna take a while, even if he's gonna win.
But going on the game aspect of that, Cap, there's one thing you haven't taken into account.
Yes.
The person playing the game and person who are using mods to cheat.
I mean, you don't. That time wasn't that mods were not that high in Arkham Origins.
Arkham Origins.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what? I've just seen a comment that we had from Tim. Obviously, Tim's had tech issues, but so he says here like Doctor Strange's memory spell doesn't work on Deadpool's brain, and that's probably going to be true. Like with wouldn't it be the same with any? Like what? Okay, so why wouldn't it work on his brain? Because it's a spell, right? It's not that it damages
Because
his brain will heal.
Basically, like,
I mean, he never met Spider-Man, so I'm sure he would remember him anyway because he'd have read the comics. But
I believe it's that there's like a big caveat. This is probably incorrect, but I know this point is that Deadpool is always aware of what media he's in. So if he's in a comic book, he knows he's in a comic book, a movie, vice versa. He knows what he's in, and memory spells don't never really work on him because he's literally
He's too
walking, talking
self-aware.
cartoon. He's too self-aware.
But like, there's just like science way you could say that he won't remember his memories because of his healing factor or something like that. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but they said the same thing about Wolverine, but they were able to wipe his memory.
well,
Yeah, and
yeah.
also, I mean, like, what is the magic and the physiology aspect of wiping someone's memory? How does that work anyways? Like, how does the spell work in the first place?
Well, because it's not only Doctor Strange that can wipe memories. Professor X can do the same thing, and he's a mutant.
Yeah, but his thinking is like telepathy, right? So how do you rewrite a memory? So our brain cells record memories, but we don't remember them as perfectly as we think they do, because like every 7 years, all of our body cells gonna die and we copy the cells. So there's always blind spots, so we fill in with our imagination. So Professor X with telepathy, he can alter our memories and make it something else, and we can like, oh, that didn't happen. Yeah. We can draw a blank on that one, but like, what's the implication of Doctor Strange?
Hang on, Cap. Right, I want to know, like, if you say all of our cells change after 7 years, how have I still got this scar? How have I still got it?
Yeah. Scars.
No, that's the thing. Scar tissue is it's not your original tissue that you were born with. So it kind of regenerates with the copy of the damaged cells. So it continues.
No, I
but
agree.
After a while, every scars kind of disappear.
What
about a tattoo? You saying you grow new ink? Ah.
You can't grow new ink. You can't grow new ink. That's why tattoos fade over time.
It's
okay.
like
I have heard the exact same stuff as you. Like I couldn't have said it was 7 years. But I have heard that theory, but I just don't know.
It's not a theory. It just literally what
happens. What about tattoos? Right.
Tattoos fade over time.
But they're still there. Right, okay, anyway.
They're there with broken bits and stuff, right, but they're not completely there.
Hang on, guys. There is something. We can come back to all of this soon, but there is something important. I'm sure Cap in particular will have thoughts of it. I just remind myself by saying Scar. We have had the trailer for the new Lion King movie, Mufasa. I'll bring it up. But the comment you put, I can't say if the film's going to be any good. But thank God they looked at it and thought, maybe a Disney character should have an expression on their face and maybe smile.
Right?
Yes!
The ability to smile would be good in a Disney cartoon. Because I want them to go back to the original and fix it. Go back to the original. Pump in some extra colour and make the animals smile. And then just get rid of most of the voiceover cast and use the originals. We just wanted some CGI that looks nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because I don't know if you know, but Mufasa's dead, so I am now king. I am expressing.
Spoiler.
I am very expressive.
Yes.
It's not like they have to get real
okay.
live reenactment. They can just do it with CGI. It is CGI.
Yeah, because when they said that, we went out to Africa and we looked at the scenario and we filmed these wonderful backgrounds, and you might as well have got some real lines because they don't express either people.
Well, look. First of all, even the trailer, this is like their apology saying, yeah, look, they're smiling this time.
Smile.
Look at
They're
it.
smiling this time. It's all good. It's all good. They're smiling. Right, okay,
But
so we have to put up
there's also another comment that I made about it, but as we go on, I'll narrate that. Just go, just to play the trailer. But put the shield on, David, otherwise you get demonetized.
I don't think that's going to be enough to protect it.
That's not the shield.
That's not okay. Look, I'll put on the thicker one. It just means
put on the Justice League one.
Yeah.
Look, I can.
Whoa!
I'll put on this one. Let's try this. It probably isn't enough. I'll get copyright struck or whatever. Right. Let's try it. So instantly, look at the face. Look at the eyes. They get Disney eyes again. Like these ones still look
except for Timon and Pumbaa, they're not Disney eyes anymore.
But like, what?
Yeah, you see, even Timon's eyebrows, they're actually moving around like he's been like, really?
Oh my god, the expression. I'll be honest though, I'm not 100% convinced that the CGI actually looks better. I think there's something about it that looks slightly, not the faces, I just mean the quality of it. I'm not quite as convinced. It looks a little bit like straight to video.
It does look fake. It does look fake.
Yeah, and it's not the faces. The faces are good. The smiles are good.
The whole lion as a whole looks like a fake lion. Like the lions from Tarzan from the live action Tarzan movie.
Yeah. It doesn't look. Obviously, it's not out yet, but it's. I think they still need to do some work to make it have that photorealism. And
Yeah.
it's got
Yeah.
nothing to do with the fact that their faces didn't move before. But yeah, so this is obviously Scar and Mufasa grow up together. Did they actually make it so that they're like stepbrothers or something now?
They kind of going that route, but the thing is, like, I think they backtracked on being Mufasa being an orphan. I think there's a backstory to Mufasa where he does come from like a kingly line, because like otherwise the monologue, they're mocking Kimba. That's what I'm gonna say. They are albino lions.
Okay, so
Right, so
Yeah,
what's the deal, Cap? Explain to me.
Huh.
They're
Go
like, straight up mocking Kimba.
The mocking
Okay.
yeah,
what?
you have to give
Okay.
them white
Kimba the lion.
Okay, Cap, do you want to explain or should I?
You explain it. You do it better.
Okay, so Disney does what Disney does best and ripped off a Japanese anime from the 70s and made it into a Disney cartoon.
Really?
It's called Kimba the lion.
Kim by the White
Okay,
Line.
let me remove...
Oh, isn't that the one that's like the original Lion King?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's it.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about it. All this.
Okay, let's bring it back.
Okay, sorry about that.
But yeah,
They're
so
like, let's mock him even more. Kimba's the bad guy in this.
So they call it Kimba, have they?
I'm not sure they did that.
No.
Why is
but
there
then-
snow in Africa?
Global warming.
But like Kimba is the same thing anyway. This Christmas, that's the top of a mountain.
Yeah.
Why is there snow?
Why are they on the
It's
mountain?
top of a mountain, right?
But it's in
Where-
Africa. Is there
Yeah,
snow in
there are-
Africa?
There are mountain ranges.
They're
There are
not in
mountain
Africa
ranges.
when they
Yes,
go
Dave.
up that high. They're like almost in space. Of course, there's snow.
That's where you get the famous Barbary lions. The lions who lived in the mountains kind of had a lot of thick fur and stuff, kind of like a little bit more like bears.
But that
anyway.
leads me to the question: what's this
Yeah.
got to do with the Lion King?
Good question.
Okay,
No,
but anyway,
uh,
hang on. So here's the thing. I did watch this, but I can't remember. They didn't really show that this is a musical, did they? But there
No,
was something
this
that
is
made me
not.
think it's gonna. I think it's gonna have songs in it.
You
I
think?
think it is.
I think it'll be the like the small ones where they're like growing up and stuff, because like, I feel like they're going the Jungle Book route on this one. See, they're thinking
Yeah.
like, what more could the Jungle Book live action? Oh, we had tiger fighting again. That was cool. They're like, we're gonna get more fights in this, and they have like a whole pack of lions and Kimba as
Okay,
the
hang
bad
on.
guy. So
Right. So let's have Mads Mikkelsen. Who's he playing? Right.
Kimba.
Okay.
Kimba is the bad guy.
Introducing Blue Ivy Carter. That
Beyonce's daughter.
Who's that?
Beyonce's daughter.
Oh, okay. And Beyonce, right. It
Okay.
doesn't come up saying about book and lyrics and stuff. Hang on, there it is. Original songs. Let's see where it came from.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh, okay.
Introducing with original songs by, I don't know who that is.
He's the
Hamilton.
Hamilton guy.
Okay.
Hamilton.
Okay, so it will be a musical. It will be a musical.
Okay.
Also, guys, this will be the Lion King prequel, but not in the way you think. It's not about Mufasa. It's about how Disney killed Kimba and stole his story.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's the bad guy, so he's technically gonna die anyways. But,
So are they just gonna go, you will die, but I will name my son after you and put an S in front of his name?
That'll be awesome if it's in the movie.
I've read a draft of the script. Has everyone died? The end.
But the thing is, again, I think this is kind of learning from their mistake. But from watching this trailer, right, what I really felt is like, man, this would have been cool if it was 2D. Think about it as like the same animation from the original animated movie. It would look so much better.
I'm just really questioning, what's the point of the film? What is the point?
Money!
True.
Aside from money, what is the point?
Sympathy for Scar.
We don't need a backstory for Scar. He's an asshole. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
and also,
but it's like trying to do. It's Disney's doing what they've lately been doing is trying to give the villains the edge. Like they were good once and now they're bad. It's like, no, just let bad people be bad. They don't need to have. You don't need to see Scar. I mean, I'm not going to say it's bad. Going to say it's a bad movie off the bat. I don't know. It might be really good, but we don't need to see off the bat of Scar's whole. Oh, I was a good person and now you feel sympathy every time you watch The Lion King. Because because he was good once. But no, he was a dick. He killed his brother.
And his nephew, and his little nephew tried to kill him too.
And his nephew, yeah, he killed people because he was jealous.
But you know the other thing? I would be interested if it was Jeremy Irons' Scar. That Scar was fun. The Scar we saw in the live action, like he looks like a shake.
And we've kind of had Scar's backstory told in the Lion Guard TV show.
Yeah. In that one, they told the story, and I found that was much better.
I thought, he got bitten by a snake, so now he's a dick. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. Nothing
Sure.
wrong with it.
Sure. What? Okay.
You know what? They could have like introduced the Disneyverse and made the snake Car from Jungle Book.
Trust in me.
Trust in me. God, that would change everything, wouldn't it?
Okay, so guys, there's a bunch of stuff still to talk about. Time's rapidly getting away. I feel like we're still only just past the intro round. Is there any hot takes, stuff that you've seen this week? I know, Dev, that you have seen Borderlands, and that officially you're the only person on this planet who actually saw it.
Yeah. So Borderlands is what we call a movie using characters from an IP that has nothing to do with the movie.
Wow.
So, like every video game movie.
Yeah, like Street Fighter 94 was G.I. Joe.
Street Fighter, yeah, literally they had the exact same action figures. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, okay, but yeah, you're right. Okay, so hang on. So what other video game? So, and then Tomb Raider is Indiana Jones.
Tomb Raider is Indiana Jones. Super Mario is Blade Runner.
Like, what about the new Super Mario? Surely that's broken the curse.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, the new one?
No, I'm kidding, because it's Chris Pratt.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah.
Stolen from Earth. So this, yeah. Wow, that's an interesting theory.
I think Halo is just Star Wars.
But Halo is not a movie.
Nah, Halo is a
That's
game.
a terrible TV show.
It's a terrible
Yeah,
TV show.
Cancelled TV show. Right, so anyway.
Oh no.
Are there any... Is there anything good about the film? Is it like... I'll tell you
No, none whatsoever.
It's not a video game adaptation, but this morning I watched the Masters of the Universe Dolph Lundgren movie. Doesn't relate to the cartoon show at all. Had a blast with it. It's great. It's a great film. It's a great film. It's a great... I welled up. It was like so emotional. Like seeing got her parents back. It was great. Okay,
This is
so
me liking Shark Tale, isn't it?
Shark Tale's a bad film though. Like Dolph Lundgren.
They missed the live action He-Man.
Right. Anyway, so are there any redeeming qualities to?
No.
Straight to the point, Dev.
It's like it was like this. We've got this license. We've got these actors. Use them. That's it.
Yeah.
And
Did
the
they,
one, okay.
Did they at least
so-
make good jokes?
No. Okay, so the one saving grace is this.
The title.
No. Yeah, when the movie came out, Uwe Boll made a tweet saying, "At least my movies make more money."
Okay. Wow. Okay, so look. Now, here's one of the things about it. So, who's in this movie? It's Jamie Lee Curtis
Kate
and
Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett, Jack Black,
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, and
Really?
the Barbie movie girl.
Margot Robbie.
No, the small one.
I don't know.
I didn't watch Barbie.
Yeah, just read the reviews.
Oh yeah, I've never seen Barbie. Like I've still never
Yeah.
seen it.
But I've seen
I've
the
seen-
memes. I've seen the memes.
I saw Oppenheimer, and I was like, this underwhelmed me, so I didn't bother with Barbie. It's like
So,
maybe
it's either watch a movie with a bomb or watch a movie that bombs.
about a bomb. Yeah. Right. So okay, Borderlands. Right. So there are 4 playable characters. Brick, a large, powerful man who operates as Berserker. Lilith, a woman. Now, how old is Lilith meant to be? Because isn't the idea
20.
that how old? 20.
Yes.
So this is going to be slightly controversial, but I've aired it before. Jamie Lee Curtis, when they did Halloween 2018, fantastic film. Terrible, terrible sequels that get worse with each one. The last Halloween film they made was one of the worst films I've ever seen. But it started a trend where Hollywood thought, we need kick-ass grandmothers. And the fact that they've literally come back to Jamie Lee Curtis in this, but also Cate Blanchett. I've never seen the likes of a film where you get like an action sci-fi film, and they're like, we need people who are pensioners. Like, it doesn't even. I'm not trying to say it's about like kick-ass grandfathers. Doesn't really work outside of Clint Eastwood. Most of the
I mean, like, David,
films haven't done well.
David, I completely understand this trend because even in the new Space Jam movie, they kind of made Granny as some sort of badass Matrix dude. And I was like, what?
Like, geez, like, look, when you get Arnold Schwarzenegger in Stallone movies, can't even do well now that they're old. Why are you like Jamie Lee Curtis? She was great in True Lies. Let's keep this going. You know, that was 30 years ago.
It's like if you have in like, let's say 20 years from now, you bring back Pierce Brosnan, for example, to do James Bond. It would just be an hour and a half of him trying to go up a flight of stairs and just say, because the lift's not working. You just get like, Mr. Bond, I've been expecting you.
Dave,
you ain't got a stair lift.
I love that they kind of did that in Johnny English too, where it's like the master kind of tells Mr. Bean, "You are not young, but with age comes wisdom."
So David, Jamie Lee Curtis plays a character called Tannis in Borderlands. I posted a picture of what Tannis is supposed to look like.
Oh, okay.
In the private chat. In the StreamYard chat.
Okay, let's copy this.
Okay, hang on. Let's have a look.
So, copy link address.
Yeah, exactly. What?
Oh my god! It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it at all.
Did Tannis age or something? Or no offense to Jamie Lee Curtis. She looks amazing, but really?
But she's 65. She is 65. So she's literally a pensioner. And they've got Borderlands.
What were you thinking?
And here is Lilith, if anyone's not seen it.
Okay, hang on, let me grab the link. But look, Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones didn't do well. People don't want to see kick-ass grandparents. Wow.
But you know the way, I think with makeup, I think they can pull that with Cate Blanchett.
No, they can't. It's
Cat.
Dyed her hair, which obviously she hasn't. It's a wig.
How old is Cate Blanchett anyway?
This is Cate Blanchett now, not Cate Blanchett when she was in Lord of the Rings.
In 2001.
That's what I remember.
Yeah, exactly. That's your only reference, mate.
Yeah. Like, we're going to sound like we're horribly ageist, but there's an aspect to it. Now, I'm a massive fan of Cobra Kai, but the thing I've been saying for the last 2 years is that the characters are 10 or 15 years older than how they play them. But because they are the same actors that played them in the 80s, there is that nostalgia, and you know, and they win you over with it, and then they bring in like the new generation without just like Cobra Kai is one of the only things where they bring in a new generation without just shitting on the old generation by saying, "Oh, you're too old, Dr. Jones. Come here, old man." Right? Just like they got the balance right. They do play the characters younger than they are, but they got the balance right because it doesn't feel like it's a thing. But then when you literally get actors that shouldn't be, look, there is one of the things that the MCU did so well when like the MCU was like first forming for the first half decade of it, and you were like, oh my god, like they've got such an amazing cast, because like 20 years ago Michael Douglas would have been playing the leading role, but now he's playing like the mentor character. You're not bringing in Michael Douglas as Paul Rudd's Ant-Man character. You're bringing him in as the mentor. And they did this with like a bunch of like great actors, like William Hurt, and obviously they're now using Harrison Ford in that same role because that is Harrison Ford's correct casting. They even used Samuel L. Jackson, who's like the biggest box office guy ever, and like the mentor role because he was just moving out of being carrying the whole movie on his back sort of age.
Yeah.
Then you can still get Clint Eastwood, and you know he's Clint Eastwood. You can still get actors, but you cast them to the right thing. If it's an action movie, you don't want to see people that break a hip every time. You know?
We'd like to introduce our new device, Mr. Bond. It's called the chairlift. Simply sit in the chair and go up the stairs.
Also, David, the Jimmy Lee Curtis character in game is 25. Kate Blanchett is 27.
Oh, wow!
Wait, Kate Blanchett is 27.
The characters,
Yeah.
the characters they play.
I said Kate Blanchett's not 27. I mean, that's amazing.
This is the same as what I said earlier, right? If they were to do like the thing that Ryan Reynolds has said about like he wants to see a Logan style send off for Wesley Snipes' Blade, that's perfect for it. Because frankly, when Hugh Jackman made Logan, he played it older than he was. So the character he just played 5-6 years later was younger than the character he played before. And it's like a story like that is age appropriate for the actor playing it. But what I said earlier is that you can't really say we're getting rid of the new Blade, bringing back Wesley Snipes, and he's going to be in it forever. And it's the same logic as in Flash, bringing in Michael Keaton as the mentor character version of Batman, right? Perfect. But if they were like, we're bringing back Michael Keaton as the main Batman, with getting rid of Robert Pattinson, everyone would be like, well, he can do that for one movie to conclude this story. But you can't just say we're casting like a 70-year-old Batman, and you shouldn't be casting and like Terminator. Like after Halloween came out, they were like, we're bringing back Linda Hamilton, and everyone was like, yeah. And he's like, but there's a reason why Arnold Schwarzenegger was becoming less and less in these movies. And then it was like so much her, and the movie bombed. People don't, you know, you want to see Gandalf there in the like the sort of mentor leader role that can still go. Not. But I also think
Gandalf. I also think some actors can carry themselves as they are, because like they always been this like sometimes like the mentor character in every movie in a weird sense. Like I would say like Charles Dance, but I think he became famous after he played older characters. But like I've seen some of the stuff in his older movies, he kind of looks like he's the same Charles Dance has been always. So like. I can't really see the difference. So,
Fun fact. I bring this up every time that he's so random to come up with. He directed the first acting thing I ever did. So yeah.
You can't give yourself points for that fact, David.
I do. I don't think enough points for that. He marched me across the set of this film.
Whoa!
And it was like sort of like sending me because I was in the way. It's like I didn't know. I was like.
So it wasn't necessarily It wasn't directing you at the movie. It was directing you off the movie.
Off the movie. At the end, as people were leaving, people were like shaking his hand. I was like, well, I want to get in on this too. I was like, "Thank you." And he shook my hand so warmly and thanked me. And I was like, this is bullshit. I didn't do anything.
That's so brilliant.
Yeah. That's
Charles Dance, if you happen to be watching this podcast, we apologise.
That's where I learned that Hollywood was just full of fake people. Because I was like, you're thanking me. All you did was get me. The only interaction we had was that you thought I was in the way.
But thank you for getting off. Thank you for getting off.
I was like Jean-Claude Van Damme trying to get in shot. You know, just trying to think of roles.
Oh wow.
Like, same with who's the actor who played Magneto? Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he owns mentor roles. He's made for that shit.
He's Gandalf.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's Gandalf, he's Magneto, he's a evil mentor, but again, mentor, the big bad guy, he just owns it.
But here's the thing. Even look, when you look at Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man 3 came out in 2013. There's a reason why he then becomes Spider-Man's mentor. He was just moving into like this Nick Fury kind of overseeing things kind of role. And that's because, you know, and look, you'll still get, and you'll talk about comebacks when you get someone like Keanu Reeves, who obviously was like in Point Break and Speed, and that was like one sort of phase of his career.
Yeah,
and
but
then he was in Matrix, and that was another phase. And then obviously he was like, wow, he gets yet another phase with John Wick. But here's the other thing: he doesn't age, so there's a reason why.
He's like Paul Rudd. He has to deal with the devil or something. That he just looks that way.
Yeah, but the deal is this: he doesn't. If he shaves, he becomes old. If he doesn't shave, he stays young. That's the trick.
I remember, like, one of my first podcasts, we did the I showed the Bill and Ted thing. I was like,
I'm gonna find.
Looks like Snape.
Yeah, he's old.
Okay.
I haven't seen this. This is when did this come out? This was years ago, right?
Yeah,
no, last year.
Last year.
Bill and Ted, the new Bill and Ted.
Oh my god! So I'm going to show you.
Here we go.
It's just unreal. I don't know if I'll find the exact same photo you had, but if you haven't seen the new Bill and Ted movie, right? So let's click on this.
No.
Okay, so that will do. So when they were like announced that they're going to do a new Bill and Ted, and they might even still be in, or I think they might be in a play together, like Keanu Reeves and Alex Winters. When they showed this, you could be like, oh my god, yeah, they so totally need to do this. Like, they need to be Bill and Ted again. They look amazing, right? That's going to be so good. And then you see this.
Oh my god! It looks like... Oh no!
What are you doing outside the corridors at night?
It looks like Snape kidnapped a kid from Hogwarts and went on an adventure.
Yeah, but look, he there is like the coolest uncle that you could ever have, and here he looks like the cousin you never talk to. You know,
He looks like the other uncle.
Well, yeah. Oh my god. And then the worst thing about it is Bill and Ted 3 was not a very good film.
Yeah.
Didn't enjoy it. Didn't work for me. And I'll tell you why. Because the characters were still exactly where they were. They hadn't progressed.
I think there was a chance they were gonna progress, but then they cut that shit at the window. Like Ted was like, I said, my keyboard, like, you are, I'm quitting the band, dude. You are, and then no, and the time portal comes.
Wow. Smashing one out of the desk. Right. Someone was literally having a good time there under the desk. Right. So.
Was it that? Was it? I put my phone down, but I didn't think it was that loud.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of interference on this now.
Oh, that's me.
Okay, well, don't worry. As long as we get it sorted.
I've thrown it away. Forget texting people. Don't have a social life. It's fine.
You know what movie had a good age progression though?
Tell me.
Borderlands.
Bad Boys. Yeah.
I haven't seen the new one, so.
It's good. They acknowledge the age.
The last one.
Huh?
I didn't like Bad Boys 3, to be honest. So
What didn't you like about it? Okay,
I'll be honest. I don't remember much about it, but I think we did touch on this before. But I didn't like, and I think you said that this had been discussed that they have reversed this. Martin Lawrence was just like a complete nothing loser now. Like, oh, I'm too old for this. Don't want to do this anymore, sort of stuff. And I'll be honest. I don't remember enough about it, but I know that I didn't retain it after, which is a sign.
Do you mind spoilers if you don't watch it?
No, go for it.
Okay, so he gets shot, and I think he has like this whole dream sequence, and he thinks he's immortal for like half the movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
that's an interesting plot. I wonder how they came up with
that. He kind of becomes Mike Lowry. He does like the shit that he
he does that. They've swapped roles. Mike becomes Martin, and the best part about that scene is during the whole "I'm Jesus" walking across the traffic scene, Mike Lowry gets run over by Michael Bay.
Wow. Okay.
Right. Michael Bay makes a cameo driving a car, like literally running into the character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think,
okay, so
again,
guys,
this one is a better version of the 3 than the 3 was. I would say that. And again, there's a cool callback to Bad Boys 2, which I like one character. There's a good character progression with one guy in the movie that I really love so much. Again, we don't care about spoilers, right? David, do you remember the character in the second film? The boyfriend of Mike Larry's daughter that they bully when he comes home to pick up his daughter?
No.
Ah, come on. How do you forget that?
It's like the date knocks on the door, and Marcus and Mike both answer, acting like they're drunk, and they're interrogating him, saying...
Just Google Reggie from Bad Boys 2. Just Google that, David.
And then in this one, he turns to fucking John Wick.
Reggie from Bad Boys 2. Okay, one second.
Take your headset off, Dave. Take it off.
Okay, you want me part of the conversation now?
Boy.
You don't care about spoilers.
Right.
Reggie.
Give me a wave.
I can't even get a picture. All of the pictures are in the back of his head. What are you talking about? Look, literally, I go onto this. I search Reggie. Every single picture is the back of this dude's head.
But you remember him now, right? But you remember him now, right?
No, I told you. I don't remember Bad Boys 2.
Oh my god!
Right.
Okay, then
Dave,
you can forget.
Okay.
Wait, you haven't seen Bad Boys 2 yet?
I haven't seen any Bad Boys. I haven't seen Point Break. I ain't seen any of that. I have said to my dad was talking about this to me the other day. I'm actually going to sit down and actually have an action movie day and just say, I'm going to watch Point Break, I'm going to watch Bad Boys, and no one's going to bother me.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, I tell you, an action movie day. No, Dave, you're doing it wrong. If you're going to have an action movie day, and literally you haven't mentioned Arnold Schwarzenegger in there, then you're not having an action movie day.
Alright, I'll put on Last Action Movie in between the two. Last Action Hero in between
That's
stuff.
That's like the worst one you could have picked. Jesus.
I didn't say it had to be a good one, did I?
Get in there just to warm yourself up for whatever else follows.
Which one?
Kindergarten Cop.
Yes! Yes!
Jingle all the way too.
So guys, something I hadn't seen this, so I'm going to bring up The Shield, but I think I'm probably going to get a copyright thing on this show, just from I'm not convinced that my earlier Shield is going to protect me. So where's my Justice League one? There we go. Right, so here I have Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, Season 2 trailer. Let's make sure it's muted.
Joyous.
Now, no one cares about that.
I did already, hang on 1 second. Already, like, who is this dude? Because that looks like a fake nose. Can you see this? Let's take off the shield.
Hang on.
That looks shit.
I think that's supposed to be
Gandalf.
No. I think that's either Moria. That's the King of Moria. Or it's what's his name? Thrall. In what's it called? What is that bloody mountain called? The Lonely Mountain.
Lonely
Erebor.
Mountain.
Erebor.
Okay. Right, let's bring up the shield and play because we only got 1 second in. Right, so.
Can you guys remember the famous line from season 1?
No, I don't care
No,
to.
tell me.
There's a meme about like cut the meat and give it to me raw or something like that.
I don't know.
It's an unintentional euphemism that was made in the show as a great writing thing.
I think the whole even the title, "The Ring of Power," is an unintended euphemism. Right. So anyway, it is just spewing shit. Right. Okay. Now I am going to watch season 1. When I say again before the new one, because I feel like, yeah, it was. I realised I only watched the first 5.5 episodes, and there's like 8 episodes, but I don't remember it enough to not have to go back and watch it. So
they got
I'm going to give it a real chance.
So they got a new bloke to play Sauron.
Have they actually?
I think it's him in his elven form.
No, it's him in a wig, right?
I don't know.
I think it's him in a wig. They just put a blonde wig on the dude.
Yeah, because he was supposed to be an elf. When he appeared and gave the rings to the 9 rings of power, he actually appeared as an elf.
Yeah. But in this, he appeared as...
And they brought a Balrog in. Of course they brought the Balrog in. Yay!
When Peter Jackson's new Gollum movie coming out?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think that's a bad idea. Just don't make a movie about Gollum.
No, of course you make a movie about Gollum. They can't leave this to destroy the legacy of the good films.
They tried making a game about Gollum. How did that turn out?
I have that game.
How did that turn out for them?
What's the thinking behind that? We have this creature who crawls in the ground. Let's imagine a movie about that thing. Why? Why do you want anyone to see that thing for 1.5 hours?
Well, the thing about season 2, and they've in some parts they disrespected the lore again, in terms of the hobbits and such.
Oh well, they don't even call them hobbits. They're half-foots.
Yeah, well, they've got another group now that live in the desert, which is they're supposed to be the same sort of hobbits, not hobbits, but where Smeagol comes from. So they were the lake folk, but now they've put them out in the middle of the desert and changed their whole story. That they're kind of saying, oh, they respect water in a different way than they used to, you know. Right. But they were lake folk. They lived by the lake.
But Dave, so you're saying there are no hobbits who live in the desert?
There are now hobbits that live in the desert.
Are they called the Jawas?
I wish they were called Jawas. It would make the series a lot more interesting. So what you have like the men of Harad with the Oliphaunts. Or it said it's like hobbits wearing brown cloaks, speaking gibberish just on Oliphaunts.
I'm trying to work out. So Christopher Tolkien died, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh my god. The thing that makes me so sad is the way that copyright works. Like, copyright is death plus 70 years. So, say he died 2 years ago. So we've got to wait 68 more years before all of Lord of the Rings will be completely out of any kind of copyright. And, because, look,
J.R.R. Tolkien is out of copyright, right?
What is?
I think The Hobbit is out of copyright.
No, I don't think so. When did J.R.R. Tolkien die? It's getting close, but it still might be 10 or 15 or 20 years. Because it's death plus 70 years in America. And I think the UK as well. And he died
also,
in 1973. 83, 93. Hang on, so 83, 93, 2003, 2013. So we've still got another 19 years before the things that he published in his lifetime fall out of copyright. And then Christopher Tolkien, so all of the things that got published that Christopher finished off, like compiling notes and stuff like this, the Untold Tales, Silmarillion, and all this other stuff, that's going to be 70 years before someone can get their hands on all of the materials. And to be honest, I'm a bit too old to expect that I'll be around to see this. So,
yes? There's also the interesting point you brought out. Like, I think Christopher took after Tolkien, but there's also another Tolkien who was a really bad writer, and then he was the one who signed off on Rings of Power.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. So, probably what will happen is within the next 5 or 10 years, whenever like a grandchild has got hold of the rights, they will sell it all off as a package deal. But what the Rings of Power reminds me of is, you say about like the Gollum video game. So let me show you like a thing that happened way back when. So
I'm glad I got a refund for it. Let's just have it. Let's just say that. I'm glad I got my refund.
I paid £5 for it, and I haven't even opened it from the wrapper yet.
I paid 20.
Oh, Jesus.
20,
Right, okay.
well, euro, 20 euros, so about 80,
David,
80,
you could have
80
played
pounds.
Resident Evil 6 again instead of buying that game.
Well,
No,
I'm kind of looking forward to it, I'm not going to lie.
I'd rather play The Sims again than play Gollum again.
Right, but here's the thing. Oh my god, nothing is high res anymore. Sucks so bad. Nothing is it. Right, because I just remember. Oh, in fact, sorry, I tell a lie. I'm just fumbling here for a second. So, there we go. Right. Because the rights of like Lord of the Rings are completely like spewed over like different places. When the movies came out, like the first movie came out, and I think it took a lot of people by surprise by how truly big a deal it was. And so then a year later, we got the first video game, and there was Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers, the video game, and this came out, and it's like when they showed it, literally, if you can remember back then, or if you can Google it later, like on YouTube, the trailer was so impressive that it had footage from the movie that would just they'd like do like a fade across, and it would turn into like motion caption footage of the game, recreating scenes. And back in like 2002, you were like, "Oh my god, it's literally you can play the movie."
Yeah.
But at the same time, on the PS2, oh hang on, there you go.
I've got
Is that on GameCube?
GameCube.
Good man, right? But on the same year, so like the same year that the Two Towers video game came out, Lord of the Rings: The Fellowship of the Ring
God,
and it was based on the book, not the movie. So let's see if I can get any screenshot which shows how shitty it looked.
Oh, there's The Hobbit. There's the one down there that's got The Hobbit as well.
Oh my god, yeah, The Hobbit came out like 1 year later, because whoever had got the rights to the games had the rights to the book.
I owned this game, and I could never get out of the Shire.
Me too. Yes, me too.
So for those of you in the audience, and Kapoth Dev and Deb, I don't know if you've played it. So as David said, it follows the book. You go back and you collect the ring. So you do these little things in the Shire, and you go back into Bag End and get the ring. You come out suddenly, somehow in the last 2 seconds, it's nighttime, and the Black Riders are in the Shire, and you have to get out but avoid seeing them, right? And they're everywhere. They're constantly riding around looking for you. And no matter which way you go, when you get to a bridge with a mill, Brandyman's Mill, there is a Black Rider just parked there, and he will not go away, right? And this took me 10 years to figure out. Oh, you can just throw a rock and it'll go away. And I'm like, you fuckers! Why didn't you say? There's no hint or anything to say. Or you could throw a rock to distract the Nazgul. No, you just have to figure it out. So here's the game. Off you go.
Okay, guys.
I kind of like one of my friends who had Prince of Persia. You know, the original, not the original, like I think the 2000 version of Prince of Persia, right?
Yeah.
So he had Prince of Persia the game, and he said like, I was asking for him, he got games. He's like, I have Prince of Persia. You can never win that game. You can never get out of the first level. It's really hard. You can never fucking get out of the first level. Like, all right, cool, give me. And I played the game, and I got out of the first level, and I said like, yeah, I got out of the first level. How did you kill those revenants? You sucked them up with the dagger. That's what you need to do.
How did you not figure that out?
I was like, how do you do that? Well, it says though in the game, and because again, I kind of like he doesn't really know English that well, but I kind of get his vexedness. He was like, no, is that what you need to do? Just like I had to told him the keys, and he's like dreaded his life after that because like he didn't figure it out. He had this game again. Like I got this game from him in like 2010. So he had these games for years, and he couldn't get to the first level.
Well, that's the thing. It's like even in the what David was saying with those Lord of the Rings the movie games, they even had tutorials saying, right, this is a light attack, this is a heavy attack. You can use your special attacks by pressing these buttons. In the Fellowship of the Ring, it just says go here, go there, off you go. It just says this is how you walk, this is how you throw wave your stick, off you fuck. There you go. Just go out into the Shire. Collect mushrooms. Do whatever you want. And I never, ever got out of the Shire. Because they'd always catch me.
This kind of stuff that does, like right now we have, like, internet. So, we like whenever we get stuck, we can, like, Google it and they'll tell us how we do it. But even in, like, the one time when I was playing the Adventures of Tintin game, you had to, like, do the thing where you get the 3 clues and you have to match it. So you can get the longitude and longitude of it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, the game never specified how to rotate the piece of papers. They just like solve the puzzle and you'll get it. And again, I saw the cartoon and I know that you have to like align them together to make the clues come true. But in the game, you can't. So like, oh, then there must be something else that I need to do. And I was like, you kept doing that for 3 days.
Okay. Guys, bear with me a second, right? So, first of all, like, I have found the trailer. But first of all, imagine, like, for Christmas, you want something that's like, oh, look at the top one.
Yeah.
You got this is PS2. That's the movie. The game looks like that. And instead, you're given this. What the hell is this? Right? But this is the
Legend
trailer.
of Zelda.
Yeah, this is gorgeous.
Such a trailer, but so it's so low res the trailer, but you'll get the sense of it. And I'll give like one particular thought. So as you're watching it, it's showing the movie. This is the movie. It's so low res. Hopefully we won't get struck or anything. But it's showing the movie, and then suddenly that moment there, Legolas went from being from being the film to being the game, and it was so good. So there you go. When this came on television at the time, you were like, graphics can never get better than this.
I will attest and say it is those games. Get your hands on them. They're incredible fun. And I don't know if you know this, David. Isildur is an unlockable character in the Two Towers.
Do you know what? Right, I don't know that. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, if you complete the whole game. There's and get all the characters up to level bloody 10, which is a chore. Just keep doing the battle in Balin's tomb over and over again until you reach level 10.
Yeah.
But there's a secret mission at the end, which is climbing Saruman's tower, and it is just a wave battle. Once you complete that with every other character, Isildur is an unlockable character.
Wow, that's cool. That is cool. And did they use the actor's likeness from the first movie?
So with Isildur, it was complicated because he's Aragorn's model. So it's the Aragorn fighting style, the Aragorn model. Yeah. So and even at the end, when you get to the top of Saruman's tower, you don't fight him or anything. He says, in Aragorn's case, a ranger can't beat me, or do you think a dwarf can beat me? When you're Isildur, he says, oh, you thought a ranger could beat me? And all I could think was, bitch, I'm a prince!
Yeah. So basically, it's a palette swap character.
It is, but it is good fun playing those games. I miss playing them.
Yeah, that is something that I'm sure it'd be complicated to get all of the pieces back together. But there's something where imagine if they took those games and gave them like the 4K HD remaster. That would be a cool one.
There's actually another game I've got. I've just looked when I was looking at my GameCube list. There was, I think they were doing a lot of those sort of things. They did it with King Kong as well. They did live action into the animation, but there was another one, King Arthur, with the one with Keira Knightley in it. I don't remember the actor.
The King Kong one was good. The King Kong one wasn't that good. the 2003 game based on that one. I enjoyed that game.
Yeah, it was a similar thing to the Two Towers and Return of the King. It's just like stages and beat 'em ups, but you played as all the knights and obviously King Arthur as well, and you fight the Saxons and that as well. But I thought that was a lot of fun, that game. Just horseback riding is a bitch.
No, not that one. Like, I'm talking about the King Kong one. The game that
Guys, we're gonna have to wrap things in a moment just because I got Extreme Improv coming up. But we'll pick this back up because there's so much that we've scratched the surface with these stuff. Okay, King Arthur. Oh, I can't see it.
I'll try and get it.
Oh, it's Clive Owen.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
God,
similar
what
thing.
happened to Clive Owen? He was like a thing for a little bit of time, wasn't he?
Which one was Clive Owen?
Like, he's the main guy, right?
I suppose. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah. Because wasn't he Children of Men, and he was one of these ones where it's like, is he going to play Bond? And then it never happened.
Yeah.
Such is life.
Right, also, guys, this is the meme that I was talking about. Of, the peak of writing.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw. I like it.
This is the peak writing of Rings of
guys,
Power.
let's we'll wrap things up here. We will come back to this. So there is a new Alien movie out. I think tomorrow.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna see it. The reviews of it sound like mostly positive, but it's not out yet. So the reviews of it might just be lies because you can never trust reviewers on the internet before fans actually see it. Right.
Although if you look at the dislike ratio on Rings of Power, that kind of tells you how the show is going to be.
Oh, what happened with the trailer?
The Rings of Power first season 1 came out, like it got disliked to the century. Like if you have the attachment that you can help you see.
Yeah, but the reviews of it at the time were like, "This is a magical thing," and then
that was only Rotten Tomatoes. YouTube was like killing it, destroying that thing. I mean, like David, they had a episode where they previewed the set, and there was a guy urinating in that video.
Yeah.
And they didn't think to cut it out.
Oh my god. Right, anyway, let's wrap things up. Cap, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Sword Beats, where I sing, I dance, I throw myself in a bucket, and I work with puppets. And recently there's a video about Batman and the Gotham's legal system, how it has a problem. Okay, go watch that one. And my recommendation this week is... well, I haven't seen it. Oh, watch Deadpool and Wolverine. It's just awesome. It's the hype. It's worth the hype.
Okay, Dev.
Hi, I'm Dev. You can find me on TikTok and Twitch under the name FWDAT. And my Geek recommendation of the week is a comic book series that will derail Cap's entire video. It's called Batman the White Knight, where the Joker becomes a lawyer, gets medicated and becomes a lawyer, and gets Batman arrested for everything he's ever done.
What's the title? I had to look this up.
Batman the White Knight.
Batman the White Knight.
Okay, Dave.
You could find me here on Geek Battle and check me out on Extremes in a few minutes. And check out my YouTube channels, Dave MC Gaming, where it's my Let's Plays. Go and check out, it's my recommendation, go check out The Magical Adventures of Misty and Mork. We have our 10th episode. We're going to try and get as far as we can in the game. It's a lot of fun. I'm always there in the live chat, so you can always chat with me while we're watching the show. Check out my little casual show, Unlagged, where I talk shit, basically. And my recommendation, again, to go check out The Magical Adventures of Misty and Mork on Dave MC Gaming.
Okay, my name is David Pistansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Pistansky. More important, follow all things Extreme Improv and all things Geek Battle and Geek Battle Gaming. And guys, like, I hate doing the announcing and announcement sort of thing, but what I can say is I've been working so hard in the last few months, and so Geek Battle at a certain point is gonna evolve, and it will have like exciting new formats and things going on with it.
Wait, are we getting a live show?
Sorry?
Are we getting a live show?
Live show? Geek Battle's already been live on stage a few times, but yeah, but yeah, that will happen again as well. In fact, there's a very strong possibility that the next on stage Extreme Improv show will have a Geek Battle element, just because. But yeah, anyway. Now, guys, with that, my recommendation is go see Borderlands, because Jamie Lee Curtis needs the help she can get after the disappointing Halloween trilogy. Right,
Oh,
so until next
8
time.
million.
8 million, God. Right, stay safe, always stay extreme, live long and prosper. May the force be with you, and boom, we're off the air.
That's all.